Hello everybody, how are you? Today we will complete اولى type about lesson 1 and introduction in complex number, such that number 4. Look at with me. Find the result of each of the following in simplest form. We reach to question 4. Number 1, we solved it, and 2, 3, 4 all questions we can solve it in last video. Today we will complete such that question 7. Okay, we will solve from question 7. Look at with me question 7. Three minus 2i all power 2 in brackets plus 3 plus 2i. First we will distribute power here. 3 power 2 equal 9 plus 4i power 2. Right, subtract here. 2 times 2 equal 4, 4 times 3 equal 12. 12i, okay, plus 3 plus 2i equal 9 plus 3 equal 12. Negative 12i plus 2i equal negative 10i. So we can simplest it by, look at with me, 12 subtract 4 equal 8, and we write 10i, negative 10i. It's question 7. Question 8. I plus 1 plus I all in parentheses to power 4. Who can solve it? First we must write 1 plus I in parentheses power 2 all in power 2, and then we find 1 plus I to power 2. 1 power 2 equal 1 plus 2i plus I power 2. So we will complete it. 1 plus 2i power 2 equal negative 1. Negative 1 plus 1 equals 0. So the result will be 2i to power 2. 2 power 2 equal 4. I power 2 equal negative 1. The result will be negative 4. It's okay. Question 9. Look at me with me. Question 9. We will clear it. It's clear. Okay, it's clear. Okay. Question 9. With me here. Question 9. 1 plus square root of negative 1 to power 4. Subtract 1 negative square root of negative 1 all power 4. First we must find the result about this, or we can solve it. 1 plus square of negative 1 is I, and 1 subtract square root of negative 1 is I. 2 power 4. I plus 1 to power 4, we can write 1 plus I power 2 all in brackets or parentheses to power 2. Subtract 1 subtract I to power 2 all in parentheses to power 2 equal 1. We will find the result by 1 plus I to power 2. 1 plus 2i first times second times 2 plus I power 2 all in parentheses 2 power 2 subtract, and 1 power 2 equal 1, negative 2i plus I power 2 all power 2. It's okay, understood. I power 2 equal negative 1. Negative 1, we will cancel it by 1. The result will be 2i power 2 subtract 1, and I power 2 equals 0. The result will be negative 2i all power 2. 2 power 2 equal 4, I power 2 subtract 4, I power 2. I power 2 equal negative 1. Negative 1 times 4 equal negative 4. I power 2 equal negative 1. Negative 1 times negative equal positive. The result will be 0. It's okay. The result will be 0 about question 9. Are you understood? It's okay. Okay, question number 10. Question 10. 1 minus I in parentheses to power 10. First, we will write 2 all to power 5, because 10 equal 2 times 5. So we can find the result. I subtract here 1 subtract I to power 2. It's clear? It's okay. Okay, 1 power 2 equal 1. Subtract 2i plus I power 2 to power 5 equal, 1 and 1 I power 2. 1 and I power 2 equals 0, because I power 2 equal negative 1. Negative 1 plus 1 equals 0. The result will be 2i, negative 2i to power 5. Negative 2 to power 5 equal negative 32. Okay, 32. Is it clear with you? And I power 5. Okay, right, negative 32. I power 5 equal I power 4 multiply I, because I power 4 multiply I equal I power 5 equal negative 32. I power 4 times I equal what? We know I power 4 equal 1, and we can write I here. The result will be negative 32. It was question 10. Question 11. Look at with me question 11. Question 11. Look at with me. Question 11. 1 plus 2i power 2 in parentheses times 3 or 232 plus 3i power 5 plus 4i power 6. We know I power 2 equal negative 1, so the result will be 1 subtract 2, because I power 2 equal negative 2, and we will write 2 here plus 3. I power 5 equal I, because I power 5 equal I power 4 times I, so the result will be I plus 4. I power 6 equal I power 2. 1 minus 2 equal negative 1, multiplied by 2 and 3i. I power 2 equal negative 1. Negative 1 times 4 equal negative 4. The result will be negative 1. 2 subtract 4 equal negative 2 plus 3i. The result will be negative times negative equal positive. Negative times positive equal negative 3i. This is the result. Okay, understood it? It's easy. Okay, question number 5, we will solve it. Write with me. You must write with me to know the steps. Okay, let's go. Okay, 4 subtract 5i over 7i. Put each of the following in the form a plus pi, where a and b are a real number. Number 1, 4 minus 5i over 7i. We can find the result by multiply by i, numerator and denominator. 7i times I equals 7i power 2, and in denominator is denominator and numerator. 4 times I, 4i. Is it clear? Okay, negative 5i power 2. We know I power 2 equal negative 1, so the result will be 4i. Negative times negative equal positive, because I power 2 equal negative 1, negative times negative equal positive, over negative 7. Okay, the result will be negative 4 over 7 I, negative 5 over 7. It's easy for you. We are finished. Negative 4 over 7 times I, subtract 5 over 7. Question number 2. Question 2, 26. Question number 2, 26 over 3 minus 2i. Who can solve it? We can solve it by multiply by conjunct. Conjunct 3 subtract 2i equal 3 plus 2i. This is the conjunct of this number 3 and negative 2i. This conjunct is 3 plus 2i. 3 plus 2i here, and we will write 26 and 3 plus 2i in parentheses. In denominator, 3 times 3 equal 9. Subtract 4, 2 times 2 equal 4, I times I equal I power 2. So 26, write it, times in parentheses 3 plus 2i, 9 plus 4, because I power 2 equal negative 1, negative times negative equal positive. We were right. 26 multiplied by 3 plus 2i over 13. We know 26 over 13 equal 2, so the result will be 2 multiplied by 3 plus 2i, so the result will be 6 plus 4i. We are finished. It's okay. Question 3, understood it? Write with me to know the steps. It's very easy, don't panic, it's very easy. You must try it after me. You can close the video and write the steps with yourself, and when you finished you can compare your result by your notebook and my result. Okay, it's easy. Question 3, I will solve it by this method. Okay, question 3, to subtract 3i over 3 plus I. First we can times by 3 negative I, because it's a conjunct. Conjunct 3 negative I, because denominator 3 plus I. So you will multiply by 3 negative I, it's a conjunct number. The result will be, in denominator 3 times 3 equal 9, subtract I power 2, and in numerator 2 times 3 equals 6. 2 times negative I equal negative 2i. Okay, complete with me again. 2 times 3 equals 6. 2 times negative I equal negative 2i, negative 3i times 3 equal negative 9i. Negative times negative equal positive 3i power 2. We can complete here 6, subtract 2i, subtract 9i, subtract 3 because I power 2 equal negative 1. Negative 1 times 3 equal negative 3. 9 plus 1 because I power 2 equal negative 1. Negative times negative equal positive. Right here 6 subtract 3 equal 3. Negative 2 negative 9 equal negative 11 I over 10. The result will be 3 over 10 subtract 11 over 10i. This is the result. Another question. Quiz me here. Which of the following is an imaginary number? Imaginary number is letter C. Letter C. Question 6. We choose letter C because square root of negative 5 equal square root of 5i. Question number 7. 5i power 7 plus I or 4 multiplied by I to power negative 1. We know I power 7. Look at with me here. I power 7 equal I power 4 multiply I to power 3. I power 4 equal 1. So I power 7 equal I power 3. We can solve it. I power 3 equal I multiply I power 2. We know I power 2 equal negative 1. Negative 1 times I equal negative I. So I power 7 equal negative I. We will replace I power 7. We cancel that. Write negative I. Negative I times 5 equal negative 5i. It's okay. And what about 4 multiply I to power negative 1? We know this inverse of 1 over 8. 1 over I. Okay, again 4 multiply I to power negative 1 equal 4 over I. We can solve it by right here I to power 4 because I power 4 equal 1. And we can write negative 5i plus 4i to power 3. I to power 3 equal what? Here, right here, I power 3 equal negative I because I power 3 equal I power 2 multiplied by I. So the result will be negative I. So we will cancel it and write negative 4i. We will finish now. Negative 5i and negative 4i equal negative 9i. We finished it. It's okay. It's easy for you. Another question. So we will choose letter P. Letter B about question 7. What about 8? Question 8. Reading with me. If I or 1 plus I to power 4 multiply by I subtract I power 7 equal x plus y times I. Then x plus y equal what? Okay, we will solve it. Who can solve it? We know I power 4 equal 1. 1 plus 1 equal 2. And 1 subtract I power 7. We know I power 7 equal negative I. Negative times negative equal positive. And write I here equal x plus y multiply I. 2 times 1 equal 2. 2 times I equal 2i equal x plus yi. So x will be equal 2 and y equal 2, x equal 2 and y equal 2. Then he want to find then x plus y. 2 plus 2 equal 4. The result will be 4. About question 8. Choose this letter A. Letter A about question 8. Question 9. If x and y are real numbers and x plus yi equal I to power 43 plus 3 square root of negative 4, then x plus y equal space. Look with me here. We know that I to power 43, we can write it by this form. Look with me here. 9 x plus y I equal I to power 43 plus 3 square root of negative 4. We can solve it. I power 43 equal I power 3, because I to power 43 equal I to power 40 multiply I power 3, because I to power 40 equal 1, because 40 can divide by 4. And square root of negative 4, we know this will be square root of negative 1 multiply square root of 4. Square root of 4 equal 2. Square root of negative 1 equal I. Multiply 3. I to power 3. I to power 3. Who know? You know it? Yes, it's very easy. We learn it here. I to power 3. Where I to power 3 here. It's negative I. We learn it here about questions. Question 7. We solved it here. Okay, I will solve it again. Look at with me. I power 3 equal I power 2 multiply I. So I power 2 equal negative 1. Negative 1 multiply I equal negative I. So the result will be negative I plus 6I. This is the result. It's easy for you. Okay, he want to find x plus y. This equal x plus yi. So x equal negative I and 6i will be 5i. So x will be 0 because its result will be 5i. The result will be 5i. It's okay. Again, negative I plus 6i equal 5i. 5i equal x plus yi. So x is a real number equal 0, and y coefficient of I equal 5. Y equal 5. So he want to find x plus y. X plus y equal 5. It's okay for you? It's easy. Again, I power 43 equal I power 3 equal negative I, and 3 multiply by square root of negative 4 multiply by square root of 4. Square root of 4 equal 2. 2 times 3 equals 6. So the result will be negative I plus 6i equal 5i. So x will be 0 and y will be 5. So x plus y equal 5. This is the result. So we will choose letter P. Another question. Choose the correct answer from those given. Number 1. Look at with me. Number 1 here. If L and M are the root of the quadratic equation x power 2 plus 1 equal 0, then I or LL power 2018 plus M to power 2018. We know LM are the roots of the quadrilateral. Here x power 2 equal -1, so x will be square root of -1, positive or negative, so x will be positive or negative I. So we can write here I positive or negative, and we will join m equal I and L equal -I. So the result will be L to power 2018 plus m to power 2018. We'll write here I to power 2018 plus negative I to power 2018. 2018 can be divided by 4, but 2018 can divided by 4 and the remainder 2, because 2016 can divided by 4, so we will cancel it, right? I power 2, and this will be again I power 2, because it's even numbers, we will cancel the sign here. I power 2 equal -1, -1 plus -1, the result will be -2. It's the result. It's okay. Again, look at with me. I power 2018 equal I to power 2016 multiplied by I to power 2, because the result will be I to power 2018. This result will be 1, because 2016 can divide by 4, so I to power 2016, the result will be 1. 1 times I power 2 equal -1, because I power 2 equal -1. It's easy for you. It's okay. So the result will be -2. I explain it. Allow it I to power 2011 and 18. I explain it here, but the result will be -2. It's okay. This is a solve. The result will be -2. So question number 1, the result will be letter C. We will show letter C about question 1. Question 2, look at with me question 2 here. I plus question 2, question number 2, I or 1 plus I to power 2020. We can solve it. First, we can find the result by I plus 1 power 2 all to power what? We can divide it. 2020 divided by 2, 2 divided by 2 equal 1, 0, 1, 0. If you find the result will join to the power 1010. Okay, 1 power 2 equal 1 plus 1 times I times 2 equal 2I plus I power 2 all in parentheses to power 1010. The result will be 1 plus 2I -1 to power 1010. 1 subtract 1 equals 0. The result will be 2I to power 1010. 2I 10,010. So the result will be 2 to power 10 or 1010 multiplied by I power 1010. 1010 can be divided by 4, but we can write I multiply I. 1008 can be divided by 4. 1008 can be divided by 4. Look at here. 1008 divided by 4 equal 10 divided by 4 equal 2 and the remainder 2. 20 divided by 4 equal 5. 8 divided by 4 equal 2. So 1008 can be divided by 4. Then we can cancel I to power 1010 to be I to power 1008 multiply I to power 2. It will be 1. And I power 2 equal negative 1. So the result will be negative 2 to power 1010. Okay, here is the number. The result, negative 2 to power 10 or 1010. We can find it. We can find it in the choice. Look at with me. A, B, C, D. This is not A or C. There's not B or C or D. So we will solve A. We will solve letter A. Okay. So the result will be letter A. Why? Look at with me. I will solve letter A here to certain your choice. Okay. So we know 1 plus I to power 2020 equal 1 subtract I to power 20. Why? Look at with me. 1 subtract I to power 2020 equal 1 subtract I to power 2 whole 1010. We know 1 subtract I to power 2 equal to I here. Okay, I will solve it again to answer. Pay attention with me. 1 power 2 equal 1, negative 2I plus I power 2. I power 2 cancelled with I. The result will be negative 2I to power 1010. The result will be 2I all in parentheses to 1010. This number equal the result here. Look at with this number 2I to power 1010 and this number 2I to power 1010. So that we will choose letter C. Letter what? Letter A. Again, letter A about question 2. It's easy for you. You can stop this video and look at the steps and solve it by yourself. You must be attention. Okay, it's easy for you. So question number 2, we will choose letter A about question 2. Question 3, look at with me. Question 3, if I or 1 subtract I over 1 plus I to power 100 equal x plus yi, then you want x and y in the order. We can solve it. Who can solve it? We can find the result by 1 subtract I over 1 plus I by multiply the conjunct of the denominator. The conjunct of denominator is 1 subtract I. Look at with me. I solve it. This is denominator. Here I will multiply numerator and denominator. The conjunct number 1 subtract I, and here 1 subtract I. The result will be 1 multiply 1 equal 1. Positive times negative equal positive. I power 2. 1 times 1 equal 1. 1 times negative I be negative I. Negative I multiply 1 equal negative I. Negative times negative equal positive. I power 2. I power 2 equal negative 1. We cancel it with 1. Negative I equal negative 2I over 1 plus 1, because I power 2 equal negative 1. Negative times negative equal positive. So the result will be negative 2I over 2. The result will be negative I. It's the result, negative I. Okay, look at negative I to power 100. Again, this fraction we can simplify it to negative I in parentheses to power 100. equal x plus yi. Who can solve it? It's easy because 100 is even number. We will cancel this and we write 100. 100 can divide it by 4, so I to power 4 or to power 100 equal 1. The result will be 1. So 1 will be equal x plus yi equal x plus yi. So x will be 1 and y will be 0. Y is the coefficient of I equal 0. So the order will be 1 and 0. He wants x and y. X 1, y equals 0, so the order will be 1 and 0. Okay, so question 3. Question 3, we'll choose letter what? Look at with me, letter D. Result letter D about question 3. Question 3, we'll choose letter D. Question 4. The conjunct of the number 2 plus I power -1 equal space. He wants the conjunct of this. You can solve it and finished. If you finished to simplify it, you can replacing the sign of imaginary number. Look at with me. We will solve first this fraction 1 over 2 plus I. We can find the result by multiply conjunct of the denominator. 2 subtract I, 2 subtract I equal 1 times numerator equal 2 subtract I, and denominator 2 times 2 equal 4. Positive times negative, negative I times I equal I power 2. So the result will be 2 subtract I over 4 plus 1. The result will be 2 subtract I over 5 equal 2 over 5 subtract I over 5. So the conjunct of this will be what? Look at the examples. The conjunct is 2 plus I over 5. So then the conjunct is the conjunct of the number equal 2 plus I over 5. Okay, it's the result. So we'll choose letter what? Letter D. We'll choose letter T about question number 4. Question 4, the result will be letter T. Question 5, this is the last number or the last question. We will solve it today. Okay, pay attention with me. Question D. Okay, which of the following considering fractions of the expression x power 2 plus 4? Which of the following considering factorization of the expression x power 2 plus 4? It's easy for you. You can factorization it. How? First, we must convert negative to or positive to be negative. We must convert positive to be negative, such that this, and you can factorize it. How? Look at with me, x and x, negative and positive. Negative 4, we can write it 2 and 2, I and I, because I times I equal I power 2, I power 2 equal negative 1. So if you want to factorization this expression, you must convert positive to negative and write negative 4 in parentheses, and then you can distribute x power 2 equal x times x, negative multiplication by negative and positive, and negative 4 equal what? Look at here, negative 4 equal I multiply I, and 2 because 2 times 2 equal 4, I times I equal I power 2, so the result will be negative 4. So negative 4, we can cancel the negative because negative 4 equal negative 1 multiplied by 4, so negative 1 equal I power 2 multiply 4 here, and we will factorization this expression. Okay, look at the result will be letter D. Okay, so question 5 we will choose letter D. It's okay, my students, it's easy for you. Okay, I will complete all equations in the next time, another video. Thank you, goodbye.